lunch chat with Rico. So don't put your lunch down. Just listen, and y'all, we'll have this little chat and chew at lunch. Maybe after the pandemic, those of us who are listening, those of you who are tuning in, will probably get down and sit down and have lunch at some point after the pandemic is over. Maybe next year or some shit. It will be fun if those of you who've checked out my lives and want to hear, guess what I sound like in person. We can do that. So don't put your lunch, don't put your ham and cheese sandwich down, or your microwave ramen noodles lunch, or your lunch that you made from your dinner last night. Don't stop eating. And shame on those of you who are in these damn restaurants like a McDonald's or a Burger King. I'm not going to say Chick-fil-A because Chick-fil-A is the truth. So, but yeah, this is a beautiful day to go out and get my stroll on and, and chill and, hold on, change hands here. Hold on, what's up? I see some battle here. Mary Max, hey girl. James Brooks, congratulations, man. I saw you engaged to your sweetie pie, got engaged to your sweetie pie. Congratulations, Graham fam, Mexico. And Julie Harris, good morning. Oh, good afternoon. I'm sorry, y'all. Good afternoon. And so, hadn't done this in a minute. You know, the pandemic can have you doing different things. Henry Allen, welcome, my man. Thank you for joining me during your lunchtime. Don't put your food down. Just let me do the talking. I guess as always, and we'll all have lunch in the future. When the pandemic is over, anybody's coming through, just and it's nice. It's kind of a little brisk. I feel a little cool, like the undercurrent cool, but it's awesome. And the sun is shining through the clouds there. So yes, y'all, fall is upon us. Fall is upon us, and I'm not complaining. However, I'm not a huge fan of the winter. That's when, that's when my depressive symptoms really flare up. You know, around, they starts with Thanksgiving, December, and then New Year's, I guess, January, my birthday. So I guess starts picking up because my birthday's in January, New Year's Eve, 2 festive days for me. And then I go into high anxiety trying to rush March, because you got January, February more chilly and cold and rain, possibly snow. And then when March comes around, next thing I know, I start thinking about Easter. So the weather's coming back to where I like, and that is sunshine. Now, I don't have a problem with the sun, but I can agree with everybody when it comes to this Texas heat. It's a different thing, but I'm just not a winter brother at all. Born in the winter, but can't stand the cold, you hear me? And so, let everybody get on in here, and we have this lunch chat, and y'all share this, because I've made it up to my little stroll spot here. I haven't been here in a while either. My little parking lot where I do my little walking here. And there's a lot going on in the news. And don't forget, my YouTube channel is up. Want to catch some of these things? Let everybody know Rico the Opinionist is a YouTube channel. I go live on there sometimes. I need to return to my conversations with Rico. Hank, we need to get back on, bro. Henry Allen, we need to get back on there and have a conversation about this foolishness that's going on. But today I have mainly one topic, but I added a question with that topic. But before I get started, remind everybody I'm still pushing my book. If you haven't bought it yet, hey, you're missing out. A little short story I wrote. It's entitled "The Greatest Pain Ever Felt." My conversation with my absent biological father who never wanted to be found. Pretty good. It's only $10. Cash at me, $ Black Man Mojo. $10. When you send it, please send me an email address so I can email it to you. It's only in PDF file, ebook form. That's because it's just a short story, 40 pages. But it's, from what I understand, from what people are telling me, 40 pages of man, power, discovery, excitement, sadness, all the good stuff that makes for a good read. It was referred to as a page turner. So cool. Check that out. And I have the PayPal Rico Rivers, $ Black Man Mojo for the Cash App. Fool with me if you cool with me. Who is this? Okay. I'll get to it and I'll just share this and let everybody know. All right. So if you read the title on this live, by the way, if you're on my YouTube channel listening, watching this, please like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. All right, hold on a second. There's something blue here. And hey, Sonny Roberts, what's up? Welcome. All right, that's all the shout-outs I'm doing on the page here. Let me get to the topic. See, there is an undercurrent going on in the country. Finally. Whew. Because so many men and women have worked hard for this day to come. And so many scholars have written and made speeches, but the voices weren't as loud as our celebrities. But there is a change that's happening right now, and it's making two groups of people nervous. And that is the awakening of black men to who they are as men in this society, and who they are as it relates to their power in the politics of this country. See, shout out to Ice Cube for his contract with Black America, but not just that. I'm saying shout out to Ice Cube for being a relevant celebrity that a lot of people still pay attention to, and he used his platform to bring about a contract. And the way he's been delivering, that contract has been very, very beneficial to the rest of us, whether you agree or not with the contract. Because remember, Randall Robinson wrote a book called The Debt, What America Owes Blacks. D. Tavis Smiley wrote A Contract with America. And so Ice Cube is, just using his platform. And those two other men didn't have the reach and the access that Ice Cube has with his platform. And it's just been amazing just to watch him go from show to show to show. This is almost as exciting as when Omarosa went around from show to show to show. I know she must have made about 150 appearances talking about her book and talking about who she is and why she worked in the White House. And one thing about it, Omarosa let everybody have it. Could nobody do no Omarosa. I said, damn, I hope if I'm ever put on a press tour, I show out exactly the way she did. Man, you couldn't get anything past that sister. And motherfuckers be hating on Omarosa, but I don't. If you don't know anything else, y'all know Rico loves him some Omarosa. My God. When God created Eve, he did it because Omarosa was somewhere busy. You hear me? That's how Eve got that spot. It's supposed to be for Omarosa. So, anyway. Well, Ice Cube has a huge platform. He's a relevant person. He does movies and his music and rapping. That's how his platform is so huge. And all he did was use his huge, very mainstream, very far-stretched platform. He used it to elevate what a lot of us been saying anyway for decades. But due to the fact that our community tends to pay more attention, and it's a part of mainstream popular culture. It's not really a black thing, but it's really a celebrity thing. But we're talking about black folks and Ice Cube and his contract with Black America. See, we don't want to admit, we hate it when people say it, but it is the truth. If Dr. Cynthia McKinney had the same plan, only 3% of black folks will know who she is or give a damn. The black media wouldn't have her on. White media, something like Meet the Press, will probably have her on. And how many black folks 15 to 35 watch Meet the Press? See, we'll never know if Dr. Joy Leary, if Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, you know what I'm saying? Dr. Claude Anderson, before he connected with Dr. Boyce Watkins and made his way over to the Breakfast Club, black folks weren't checking for Dr. Claude Anderson. We don't check for our scholars. And it's funny when I hear these uppity, bougie blacks. Well, how come Trump going to the celebrities? Well, Democrats went to the celebrities all day long. Y'all grand and cheesed. But I don't want to get into that. I'm going to talk about how we actually have come under the spell of this Leviathan. In a sense that we worship these celebrities. We read gossip about what's going on with them. So why not use somebody like that? Or why not have somebody like that to push a plan that you need the world to hear? It has to be somebody with the world's attention. See, the scholars and stuff that black folks complaining, D.L. Hughley, you son of a bitch, complaining, well, how come you don't use the researchers, the educators and all that, because black people don't pay attention to black researchers and educators. Unless they've been on BET for about 6 weeks doing something. Other than that, we don't give a shit about the important minds of the black community like we did in the 60s. That stuff been erased. So that's why I'm saying, thank you, Ice Cube, as a relevant celebrity, for using a huge platform. That's why he's being so ridiculed. Because one thing about it, if you don't know, when you become a professional athlete under the system of racism, white supremacy, an actor, an actress, a multi-millionaire corporate black millionaire, black person that's rich under this system, you sign what is called an underlying contract of obedience. And as soon as you buck that obedience, they come after you. See, they don't give a damn about the contract itself. All they care about is Ice Cube is having the nerve to spark something in black people. And they're not having that, because you know what happens to those people who spark a movement in black people. They label them militant, they label them crazy, they say they're tripping or they're not qualified. And by the way, I don't know what news articles y'all been reading or anybody's been reading or blog reports you've been reading, but I have not read anywhere that Ice Cube said, I am speaking for all of black America. He has not said that. He said, look, hell, I know there's been like 7,000 elected officials since the 60s. Hell, and everybody want to bring up the Congressional Black Caucus's plan, and even the Nation of Islam had a plan. Everybody got a plan, but they didn't have the platform or the reach. They're taking nothing away from them brothers. And please don't let the wind dissuade you from this message, or deter you, or distract you. It's one of these beautiful fall days. So anyway, he said, hell, it's been over 7,000 black elected officials, and we ain't moved 1 inch as it relates to economic progress. Dr. Claude Anderson speaks about this all the time. Dr. Frazier talks about this all the time. George Frazier. We have economists. Brilliant. But we don't pay attention to them because those guys are now in their late 60s and their 70s heading towards 80. They've been trying to tell us about economics and education. We don't even listen to Dr. Umar Johnson, who has the answer to why black boys are railroaded into special ed and put on Ritalin and all that shit. Diagnosed with ADHD more than any other group of boys. So you have to, and that's what celebrities to come in and be useful. Like Colin Kaepernick. He used his platform to shed light on unarmed black men being murdered by rogue cops. That's what I appreciated him for using his platform for that. And he came under attack just for using his platform. See, when you become famous under this system, you sign what's called an unwritten contract of obedience to the king. And when you are a black celebrity, what they're saying that you're not a grateful Negro. We'll let you come in here and bounce all your basketballs, give you these $100 million contracts, and let you rap all your music and sing all your songs and go on tour and make all this money. We're not letting you get in here so you can empower blacks You're here to maintain the system. But Ice Cube appears to be bucking because he has his own money. And he's always had to be independent. And all his work has been done in what's called in cooperation with, or doing what's called distribution deals. So he's almost like the Master P of movie making. Master P owns all this stuff. All he needs you for is a distribution deal, and you're not gonna jack me on that, Puff Daddy. 50-50 deal. He ain't doing that. So that's what that's about. And most importantly, what people don't understand, Ice Cube and he probably doesn't even recognize this, but he's playing a sweet little role into the awakening of the consciousness of black men. We had it in the 60s and the 50s and in the 40s. And we had Malcolm and the Black Panthers, and you know, it was even some rebels in the NAACP called Medgar Evers. They got rid of them. So they don't want the voice. They don't want another voice, either directly or indirectly, to wake up the consciousness of black men. J. Edgar Hoover said it in the 50s, as they were heading towards what's called the radicalness of the 60s. We must prevent the rise of a black messiah. He understood that in the black community. So they got to work on it. They shut down all those organizations that they thought were doing stuff for black folks. It was headed by black men. They went in and got this contract with Black Women America, with L.B. Johnson, and said, look, don't bring no man in the house. We got you, baby. And then the white feminists got started in on them in the 60s while they were still holding hands during the Civil Rights movement. Gloria Steinem told them, y'all being oppressed too. Those black men who walk beside you holding your hands, they squeeze your hands so you won't walk ahead of them. And it's just like, yeah. Now they're least married, most out of wedlock births, most bitter and angry at 35 to 45 because couldn't find no man. Because one thing about men, our nature never changes. We like feminine, demure, sweet women. You can act like this hard-head heifer in corporate America all you want to. Yeah, we'll beat your box up, but we ain't finna marry you. Who wants to deal with that shit every day? You good for 2 hours on a Friday or Saturday night, Miss Hardhead, corporate America, independent, I don't need nobody, boss bitch, savage, yes, bougie, ratchet, yeah. You good for all that. Yeah, we ain't gonna say we ain't gonna knock you down, put your legs in the air and bend you over and shit. Oh no. But every woman wants that ultimate prize. That is that ring. And sisters, y'all cheat yourselves out of it. Cause we don't act like women. Well, we go where women are. And guess what? A lot of them are not in our race. So let's understand how that's happening. I just going to the white women because they white. No. Feminine, sweet, demure, and also lovable. Yeah. So Ice Cube is participating in an awakening of black men and black boys. And that's why he's being given such a hard-ass time on these black blogs. But also, the keepers of the gate, y'all close your ears because people hate when I talk about this. The keepers of white supremacy, gays and Greeks, they all coming out. Mad, these little LGBT blacks, these Greek-affiliated blacks, they are around here attacking not just Ice Cube now, but attacking black men at large. Saying we're tripping. Black men don't know what they want. Because that's how they want us. All they want black men, heterosexual, straight black men to be is utility and resources. They don't want us to have a brain. And we went for it. We sat around since the 80s and attacked and maligned and disparaged by so-called educated sisters with the good jobs and the degrees and all that. They got on Bill Donahue, Sally Jesse Raphael, Oprah, Ricky Lake, talking about how, well, black women are most educated. You know, there are no eligible black men to marry us. And she's sitting there looking like Brittany Cooper, big body built Brittany Cooper. But there's no eligible men for black women. We have master's degrees. We're business owners. We're attorneys. Yeah. Why don't you sit on your gavel on Friday night and in your pussy? I'm sorry. Why don't you do that, Judge Strong black woman? Won't you? I know that was terrible. But I'm just saying. Yeah, sure. Nobody told you you couldn't do any of that. So now, you want to attack Ice Cube. And then attack black men who are, the numbers are growing, I like to think. It started in 2016 when 6 to 7% of black men voted for Trump. They were vilified. And now it looks like it's gone up to like 12%. I don't know what it's going to be on election day, but the way things are going, it might actually get up to that 20, 25%. And I don't have a problem with it. I don't care. My thing is, I don't want any black men to vote Democrat ever again. And that's why they put their sick dogs out, these liberal, feminist black women. And I'm saying liberal, feminist black women, because certainly it's not all. There's a sector of women who support black men. There's a sector of black women who want to see black men rise and lead, because anybody in the natural order of things know when a black man when he's straight, everybody's straight. Just like how they want to put us in jail and put us on child support everywhere and to malign us, and now you want to put every black man you got on the TV show in the bed with another man doing some very graphic, dumbass gay sex. And beta male simps are watching these lame ass shows, and black chicks are eating these damn shows up. But then you say, well, the real men, they either gay in jail or down low. But you watch this damn gay sex porn on these weird ass shows that y'all watch every week. But I'm the one who's tripping. So yeah, pushing masculinity. Then you got these stupid angry feminists talking about this patriarchy. Jamel Hill, you box built, battered, big back ass, big forehead, having full eyeballs, having bitch. I'm glad motherfuckers checking him. And won't you finally come out the closet, Jamel Hill? Don't know, you can look at certain chicks and tell, ain't no dudes fucking these bras. She don't even seem sexy. She don't even seem friendly. Even when she smiles, it's a struggle. Just a mean bitch. I call it Tyra Banks face. Y'all know these mean chicks, black or white, but we talking about us now. They're so mean, even when they smile, it kind of scares you a little bit, like, damn, this bitch smiles and I don't trust it. That's Jamel Hill, old funny built, square shoulders, flat ass, just a terrible broad. She been putting out these old messed up tweets about black men. And everybody wants to attack the black men's intelligence because we're deciding to leave the Democratic plantation and go elsewhere. It doesn't automatically mean we're going to the Republican Party. And if we did, so the fuck what? If black men probably say, I'm bowing out this shit altogether. I might vote the third party. I might not vote at all, but you can't tell me. The point is, you can't tell me who the fuck to vote for, and that's what I'm saying. That's the main point I'm talking about today. You can no longer tell us who to vote for. We vote for who the fuck we want to. You don't run our vote. You don't tell me what level to pull anymore. But I know it's still gonna be at least 85 to 90% black dudes voting Democrats against their own interests, because everybody, if you have not picked up on it yet, the Democratic Party is for women. It's for gays, it's for Hispanics, it's for immigrants. Nowhere for straight black men. That's the Democratic Party. It's always been like that. Way before Obama. He just continued on the legacy of the Democratic Party, and their policies are not for heterosexual straight black men and black boys. That's the part of pushing the debauchery that y'all say is going to happen in the last days in your Bible. I find it amazing that we don't understand this. And now everybody want to attack it and malign black men for slowly but surely, even after these elections, the feminists and the liberal democratic black chicks get what they want. That's okay, because black men are going to start organizing now. I'm going to continue to lift my voice, because I know when black men are straight, everybody benefits. The black family is on its way to getting back together. It's funny that we always talking about these men need to stay home, they chill, they need to be home their father. Well, how come we don't concentrate on making that happen? You want black men to be broken, because that's how everybody makes their money, off of broken black boys and broken black men. When black men are making moves and say, you know what? We're finna change the way we think politically. Now everybody wants to jump down their throats. They want to try to tear Ice Cube down. But Ice Cube, we got you, bro. As long as you remain steadfast, we have you. And then these little gay Greek black guys like Roland Martin. Well, who have you spoken to? What organizations have you connected with? Ice Cube doesn't need to connect with anybody. He's a whole connection by his goddamn self, fool. And why would he lower himself to connect with Black Lesbians Matter, Congressional Black Caucus, Urban League, NAACP? He's bigger than all of them. Yeah, you see, they called him directly. He has this plan. And also people are hating. Because again, they think black men are stupid. They just think we're just good for paying child support, fucking, and in utility and resource. They don't think we're good for intellectual, for any kind of intellectual creativity. Y'all understand? And this is changing. And hopefully this will encourage other black men to get other black men in check. No, brother, we're not doing that anymore. This is how we're behaving after 2020. We're finna go for this money. We're gonna teach other brothers how to get this money. And I'm saying this because when black men get some money, when black men get in success, guess who's on the receiving end of their money? Black chicks. You see, the smart women know this. White women have always known this. Let me let my man go out there and fight those battles. He's gonna bring that $150,000 home to me anyway. And that's what they do. There's a lot of smart women out there say, yeah, I work. I get home at 3 o'clock. He get home at 6 o'clock. He done brought the money home. Then you got these big-headed helpers. Well, I make more money than my man. Well, that's fine. Now, but whatever you make, he still should. He is the man of the house. Because it's not about how much money you make. It's about your womanhood. See, we got out of our places as men and women. Thank you to the system that encourages feminist hard behavior. And so now the women think because they make $150,000, the man makes $42,000, she thinks she controls the hammer in the house. Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that interruption. And so, as I was saying, the natural order things, masculine and feminine. But we've allowed material things to determine our masculinity and our femininity. But one thing about men are hunter-gatherers, providers. But see, this society has told women, look, we gonna purposely, see, here's the part about it trips me out. Now, women don't run shit and own shit, but somehow they think they're powerful in a system where the men are giving them damn near everything. Meaning, how dare you brag about being most educated and such business owners when they use our tax dollars to have these special women's grants. Women empowerment grants, and all kinds of help. But it's nothing for men, nothing for black men, nothing for black boys. They're even told they got to be a man at every step of the way in their lives. But you can get pregnant at 15 years old, all of a sudden all the kind of free stuff with my tax dollars, Section 8, food stamps, free child care, assistance with college or any trade school you want. But a black boy who got the girl pregnant, well, you need to go get a job because you got responsibility. There's no assistance for him except for ridicule. So y'all see what I'm talking about, why I can't take women seriously? You know, y'all are great cheerleaders. Great cheerleaders. And awesome support system. I'm not saying it in an inferior, superior way. I'm just saying, you know, all this shit going on, and voting against your own interests when you vote for a candidate like a Clinton or a Biden or an Obama. None of them did anything that would enhance the black family. Whenever on their liberal side of things, they never talk about the black family. They never talk about the family. When they mention family, they always talking about women and children. Go look at any pamphlet where any kind of Democrat or liberal ever spoken on the family. They always talked about women and children. But on the conservative side, you always see a man there. On the conservative side, you know, white families, they have a man and a woman and children. Hispanics, man, woman, and children. Asians, man, woman, and children. Then when the liberals talk about families, black woman and a bunch of damn kids, and the men ain't shit. Now, how does that work? And then that's why you vote that way, because it only benefits you. It's interesting. When men do something, everybody benefits. But when women vote and do all that, it only benefits them. And that's why black men are finally sick and tired of this shit. But we're still gonna be who we are. We're still gonna take care of, if it's my woman or his woman, he's gonna take care of his woman. He's not obligated to take care of the woman next door or the little thought downtown or in the party. It's just his woman, his children. And all this shit about, well, you know, these men need to stay with their families. First of all, what are you talking about? Because you look at statistics, black men, whether husband or not husband, are the most active in their children's lives as it relates to all the races. Go check out blackdemographics.com. And the Pew Institute, and the Center for Disease Control, CDC in Atlanta. Look at the statistics. So that's dead. And also, I'm here to tell y'all, husbands don't run off at a rate as near the rate as one-night stands run off. So y'all cut it out. So stop using this dumbass language, ladies. They need to stick to their kids. Just because you decide to have a baby doesn't automatically make it his fucking kid. Or he doesn't make him automatically have some kind of feelings for a baby you decide to have and he just met you outside the club. You decide to have that baby. So you have it and you pay for it, goddammit. I get sick of this shit. And black men are waking up to this lie. Well, no man should want to walk off on their kid. Well, who said it was kid? Because men lay down to get some pussy. You lay down to have the baby. We need to cut it out. So I want more black men to start waking up to it. And all this about, well, he ain't have to stick his penis in there, so every time I have sex, I got to get penalized? I get penalized for using my penis. She gets a profit for using her pussy? That's what we doing? And it's supposed to be intelligent 2020? Get out of here. Yeah. And talking about weirdness, women got 13 forms of birth control. Men only have, let me see, maybe 3 or 4. Abstinence, anal, oral, condom. 4. Y'all got 13 forms, including anal, oral, and abstinence. So let's cut that. Stop saying that stupid shit. It's weird. But I'm glad. I need more black men to continue to wake up to this red pill logical thinking. It's the weirdest shit for us, the way we think. But I'm proud of black men for standing up. I'm proud of all of you who are doing the blogs, who are doing the YouTube videos, who are tweeting and on Instagram refuting and rebutting all of these disgusting tweets that are being sent out about black men, because we are now leaving the Democratic plantation. More of us are now voicing our concerns and our disdain or dissatisfaction for the liberal left agenda. And it's not necessarily mean we're going over to vote Republican. It means that we just know what, we just need a moment to ourselves to regroup and get this shit together. That's all it means. We need everybody to stop trying to use those liberal, white liberal, and black feminist shaming tactics. You know, but we can vote for who we want to. I don't care how many sororities do a strut stroll. Y'all seen that on Facebook, right? All the sororities of the Divine Nine came together to do a strut stroll. And isn't it interesting? They doing all this. I can't get them to get a strut stroll to recruit black kids to HBCUs. And do a strut stroll to prevent all this teenage pregnancy among black girls. A strut stroll to end billions of dollars being spent with Koreans for weave. A strut stroll from all billions of dollars being spent to L'Oreal and all these other makeup companies. Do a strut stroll for something that actually fucking matters, that actually impacts us. And also, I hope, I saw the strut stroll, and most of those folks, them chicks that participate in that little strut stroll, can use the spanks and spandex and the motherfuckers. I saw a lot of flat butts and guts in them damn. I'm not being a hater. I just have 20/20 vision. Yeah. Y'all should be strolling for the wrong shit. Strut stroll for some goddamn fundraising for these black schools and these urban public schools. You want to strut stroll for the white man all damn day. Because here's the thing. The thing is, It's very interesting when now they got this campaign going on, telling people, go vote. But you and I know, because we black, we know that means go vote for Biden and Harris. That's all it means. Vote as if your life depended on it. You know, shaming and scare tactics to grown people. And a lot of people bought it. Ooh, we got to get him out. Because our life gonna end. You see, all that, they do this shit every election cycle. Scare black folks into voting for Democrats. Well, those days are quickly coming to an end because people are calling it out. I mean, they're so disgusting, so disrespectful of black men. They're going to put a bunch of transgender and regular women on this damn commercial talking about some get your booty to the pole. If you're black and you're not offended by that, then you're part of the problem. And I know if you're a black man and you weren't offended by that, you're part of the problem. So that's what y'all do? So I wonder what they're doing to tell Hispanics and Asians. So and do they have a commercial where they're telling Asians they got some Asians eating with chopsticks? Ooh, and eating the rice real fast. Oh, you better get to the polls. You better go and eat like your life depended on it. You think they have that? Or they got the Mexicans up there saying, you know, mariachi band. You think they have that? Hell. Just treat blacks like we just ain't shit. Talking about meeting people where they are. And guess who's a backer of that bullshit? Jamel Hill. What we gonna do about this broad? She's disgusting. And the liberal left. And I'm not a politics kind of guy. I'm just using the language that everyone else likes to use. Liberal, conservative. I don't care about that shit. But there's a such thing as liberal left and conservative right. And then there's black folks. But I told you the kind of conservative I am. I'm the black conservative, but in the sense that how were we able to make it the way we made it since being released from physical cattle slavery? How were we able to build communities, thriving communities, with the boot of Jim Crow on our necks, separate and unequal our everyday existence, but we're still able to build schools where our children were educated and open up colleges and universities and still attend colleges and universities to earn masters and PhDs during the time where they didn't want a Negro even breathing. You understand what I'm talking about? That's conservative I am when out of birth rate was right at probably 15%. Now hell is at 77%. It's just weird. I am about black expectations. And they always want to say black excellence all on Instagram and BET and all that black excellence. But what do y'all mean when you say black excellence? Well, I have to go back to the days of Booker T. Washington, Frederick Douglass, and Marcus Garvey. Black excellence. One thing I can say about that little halfway turncoat W.E.B. Du Bois, there was a level of black excellence that he was pushing along with his other. He had like a duality thing going on. You know, he was trying to maintain until they told him, you black. So, that's the conservative that I am. You know, because we hear the word conservative, we automatically think, oh my God. Yeah, that's the right wing Christian racist right. No, conservatism is, we were the first conservatives. Black people were the first conservatives. Go talk to your grandmothers, the one that's over 70, and talk about how their mothers taught them and their fathers taught them how ladies are supposed to conduct themselves and how young men were expected to be producers and creators and providers. You know, that's the expectation that I want us to start having again, because we're around here approving of all this ratchet behavior, this thug culture, this low performance, low expectations of our people, our children, our girls, our boys. We run around here wondering why the fuck they look so crazy and sound so stupid. Because we as grown folks and beyond have sat back and just bought into this new low expectations of the black community. You know, our people were educated and educators. They were producers, creators, builders. But now we have nothing but a bunch of Democrats. And the first black political party, was Republican. You know, so black men are pretty much, it sounds like we're about to go back to those expectations. It's a struggle. It's just a few of us right now, so y'all ain't got to panic like that. But it's okay though, because we have our scholars of today who are talking to black men. And I'm glad, you know, and I'll name them all for you. It's quite a few. I'll try to get as many as I can. You know, you got brother Dr. T. Hassan Johnson, who talks to brothers, who strictly talks about black men and how white supremacy in the system targets black men. Dr. Umar Johnson talks about the same thing. Coach Greg Adams talked about the dating aspect of hypergamy. You have for the hood, for the brothers in the hood, you got a cat by the name of Minister Jap on YouTube. You have our elders like Dr. Claude Anderson and Judge Joe Brown, Lord have mercy. And you got Attorney Dennis Sperling. You got, who else you have? BGS, Intelligent Black Men of Reform, BGS IBOR. You have a lot of brothers out there who are speaking that red pill knowledge and logic. And don't forget yours truly, Rico the Opinionist. We all out here, and more are coming. If I forgot anybody, please put the names on here so I can shout them out. So they're growing, and we want to thank social media for that. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Because at first black men didn't have anywhere they can go and really speak freely about our thoughts, our mental health, and how we're being treated, and how we're not taking the shit anymore. All those other platforms were reserved for black women. They have them on there all the time talking about everything. But now black men have found the space, and the space is growing. And the young black men in the hood, young black men in college, young black men in corporate America, they're all listening. And they see that. Because black women were given the charge. They were given a contract to keep black men in their place. That's why when the Democratic Party always came to the black community, whenever they advertised, they only went straight to the women. They understood that they put the mechanism in place back then, the Lyndon Baines Johnson contract that black women accepted. They said, well, we got the women over the men, the women over the children. So just like in the Willie Lynch letter, you take the men out but put the women over the society, because the women will train them and make more and more slaves to our system. And that is what has occurred in the past 45 years. Black women have been paid, literally paid, to keep black boys and black men down. And this big widespread panic is happening because black men are waking up. And they're shaking others up. And sisters are panicking. Y'all know I'm not talking about all, but y'all know the group I'm talking about. They always got something funky to say, something disrespectful. Then they came up with these shaming words like misogynistic, patriarchal, what is this other shit? Misogyny, sexist. All those words to try to put black men back in their intellectual place of inferiority. But brothers are waking up. Brothers are reading. Brothers are connecting. Shout out to Dominique Huff and Dominique Magazine. We have them out there, and we need to support these brothers. Go to their YouTube channels. Pick up their books. Tommy J. Curry, Dr. Tommy J. Curry, Dr. Ronald Neal. These folks on Facebook and on YouTube. Y'all fool with these brothers. They pulling them out of the foolishness. And that's the woman's job, to shove every black boy and man into a church that they can. But no, black men rejected the black church years ago. So all you have in there now is old women, gay dudes, and little kids. You got some dudes in there because their little fine girlfriend invited them. Yeah, you know how they roll. But we're going to have to get black men to stop thinking with their lower head so much and start thinking with this head. So that's why they don't have a problem when they see that this music is out and how they produce it. They want to keep black men in the bedroom. And unfortunately, that's going to be hard, because black men have been trained growing up in this matriarchal part of black females, the matriarchal aspect of it, that their sexuality is what gets them over in the black community. Y'all wondering how only 10 dudes got 1,000 women pregnant? Y'all know. Because they always say, these black men leave their kids. Well, statistics show that only 51% of black men are single with no children. 64% of black men are middle class and up. Shout out to Kevin Samuels, who recites those statistics all the times on his show. So I can name more. As I talk, more and more brothers are coming out or sprouting up, speaking this red pill logic to black men. And yeah, they're not coming without their detractors now. They're attacking these guys, saying they hate women, these boring ass dudes. Even the little guys in MGTOW, men going their own way. Or black men of reform, black men going their own way. We just had enough of the bullshit. We're going to all bring all that together and be the powerhouse that we are, because you have to understand. If you have not read Dr. Francis Cress Welsing's book, The Axis Papers, Study of Colors, what they mean under racism, white supremacy, you want to understand what's going on. See, the biggest competitor, the biggest threat to white male domination, white male supremacy is the black male. That's why it's always this focus on what he doing. What is he talking about? What is he saying to them? That's why the focus is always on black men. So as long as you can say, shiftless, lazy, he don't want nothing but some pussy. He ain't talking about nothing, he ain't take care of his kids. See, that's the level they want to keep black men in. Right there. But you got black men standing up and have to argue with four so-called cocktails with queens, or I call them old bitter bitches, on that Cocktails with Queens show with, what name them broads? Lisa Ray, over the hill. Selena Johnson got a husband, over the hill. Vivica Fox, I said her, over the hill. And what's the little biracial chick that calls herself black women, but got a white mama? Claudia Jordan, over the hill. Bitter, no man. That's the one doing most of the talking. And I would like to participate in trying to save a lot of these young women, young ladies. Don't you become these over 40 mad-ass old broads, over 40 and over 60 pounds. See, you're supposed to get that man in your dreams. You're supposed to get that high value, that high earning man when you got something to offer, your youth and your beauty. Men don't give a damn how much money a woman makes. And we're looking at, is she fine? Is she pretty? Is she sweet? Is she nice? And young enough for all that still to be tender and tight and juicy. That's what we look for. Guys, period, but particularly guys who are high earners. And those of us with standards. So, y'all tell y'all young daughters who are reaching their early 20s, don't shake your ass for the whole decade and then mess around and get 30, 33. Oh, I want me a man. I hope God send me a man. Yeah, God sent you a bunch of men when he was in that strip club watch you shake your booty cheeks. And none of them wanted you. You know how much access a young, fine woman has to men of all types? And then you find yourself 43 years old, just by yourself, mad at the world. Your body's out of shape. Now you got that that dry-ass pussy. Yeah, I said it. Now you mad. Now ain't nobody good enough. He tripping. He's this. They're just, no, baby, you went against your own nature. You're a woman. If your goal is to be a wife, but that's the same way you have to behave. But I'm talking about Ice Cube and black men now. Just a little nugget for y'all. And I appreciate him using his platform. And by the way, we don't look at him as a black leader, because he never said it again. Look at me. I'm saying thank you, brother, for using he was a relevant celebrity. You know, people always talking about LeBron James, but LeBron James ain't saying shit. LeBron James talking about what the liberal left wants him to talk about. Black Lives Matter, Breonna Taylor, and all that shit. But if he was talking about a contract with telling America you owe reparations to blacks, or a contract we need to get some money into black people's hands, he wouldn't have an NBA career. Y'all understand how that works? They don't mind using athletes for their bidding, and it's usually for the liberal left, Democrats. And they're always talking about tolerance. They're the least tolerant group. You say something like, no, I ain't with that gay shit. Oh my God, you're so intolerant. But damn, but they can mess around and attack the shit out of you for having an opinion. That's what they do. So, you know, we need to understand what these politics really mean and what it's really about. We're the commodity. Black people are the commodity. We steal the stock trade. We're on the New York Stock Exchange, cotton and Negroes. We're out here acting like we got really a major stock in this country. Yeah, when we're performing, it's interesting how they hardly push our intellectuals. They'll push anything right now as long as it's girls. I ain't got nothing against girls at all. But I'm not gonna act like I don't see what the fuck I see. They're being funded. Now imagine if black boys were being funded the way black girls are. Because whenever you put a black male, he always outperforms. When you put a black male in even the lowest funded school, but it's all black males, shout out to the urban prep in Chicago. 7 years in a row now. All those black boys are graduating at the top of their classes, and all of them getting full scholarship rides to colleges across the across the country. So we separate them and allow them the space to be boys and be men. They always perform, but when they're in that feminine environment and got girls around, and then they're automatically targeted just because of their gender, well, you having problems. And then you mothers and fathers aren't teaching your girls to love boys, to love black men. So we both play a part in that. They always say, well, we need fathers, because the father is the first man that tells his daughter that he loves her. Blah, blah, blah. But y'all don't understand the impact, how powerful girls are to boys? Every dope dealer, every gang member, every cheater on his wife, guess who he cheating with? Guess who he can get baby with? Guess who he get some coochie from? Girls. So y'all got a whole lot of work to do. He can't be no cheater if there's no woman available. He can't cheat on his wife, walk out on his girlfriend on a Friday night and meet up with another woman if she didn't allow herself to be available. These niggas be lying. Okay. Everybody lies. We gotta be intelligent. Hell. All these little dope boys and gang members, these horrible rapping little fuckers, they all got baby mamas, and all the women are having sex with the same rapper. Same NBA player. Same NFL guy. And the NFL dudes aren't that bad. Because you don't hear much from them. Some of them, they're not as simpish as the NBA guys. The NBA black dudes are some simps. Some terrible. I said, why y'all dudes around here getting pregnant? First of all, it's bad enough y'all actually dating these bitches called Instagrams. But y'all getting these whores pregnant? These dudes are stupid. No fathers at home. No fathers. So, because I'm telling you, but we all know that I know. We're not talking about husbands. Yeah, husbands don't run off from families. Over 51% of the women file for divorce. And I'm not saying that she doesn't have a right to, but damn, over 51%, they don't value marriage anymore. They're like, Rico, you ever been married? No. Rico, you have any kids yet? No. I have enough sense to know, well, if it ain't my thing, I'm not going to be fooling with it. Hell. How come no one else has that kind of sense? If it ain't my thing. Rico, you ever dated a big girl? That ain't my thing. Why would I date a big woman? I'm not into that. See how that works? But other people doing all kinds of crazy shit. Is wondering why the outcome is so negative. You're not being honest and true to yourself. So I have contributed to the foolishness. Maybe I'm a little scaredy cat cow that stays away from everything. So sue me. But I can honestly say I haven't contributed to a lot of foolishness that's going on in our community. I have not. I have better self-control than I'm very honest with myself with what I'm into, I'm about, and how just not into that. We need to teach our boys, your penis is not your pathway to manhood. It's right here, your heart and your mind. Tell young ladies, we need to teach them. Nobody cares about your WAP if you're a dumbass. Because when your WAP dries up, ain't nobody gonna be fooling with you, sister. So get some brains, be sweet and smart, but be sweet and be sensible. Be a girl. Hell. Nobody cares about how bad your body is. Yes, like I said, we'll knock we'll knock you all down. But the ultimate goal is to see who gets that ring. And the Asians and the Latinas and the white girls seem to be in the top lead, and the sisters are, they're back there, still pulling up the rear, way back there. So we have to say, well, what is it that I'm not doing? What is it that I'm not offering? What is it that I'm not saying that's causing us as a group to be least picked when it comes to marriage? And that's a legitimate question. You know, What is it I'm not concentrating on? What is it I'm not teaching my daughter who's now 27 years old? She got a master's degree. She's really pretty, but she can't see and keep no man. And she says she wants to get married. What is it? Well, you got to search yourself or go to therapy, go to counseling and find out what it is. Or maybe we need to start teaching our girls or allowing them to be feminine. To you fathers or daughters, stop putting footballs and basketballs and shit in your girls' hands. They're girls. Show them cheerleader outfits, and hell, volleyball is cool. No, but stop trying to give them and run track. But them chicks, oh no. Because some of those track running chicks are rough. But a lot of them have husbands, isn't that something? But yeah, you fathers or daughters, let them be girls. Put them in gymnastics, ballet, girl stuff. So they can still be feminine and they can be competitive, but they'll still be girls. Don't put them in no damn basketball and trying to let them be the first female football player. Damn all that. If she running track, let her run relays. Don't let her be that little thick ass chick throwing a shot put. But yeah, all right, some of them are all right. They have some nice little shapes on them for a little while when I was in school. And the little thick girl, the little extra round booty, but she had some thick thighs. That was the shot put chick. But boy, out to high school, phew. Yeah, she had a lot to hold back on. Yeah, let her be one of them sprinters. Jump the hurdles. Yeah, the cool stuff. Yeah, because I'm not saying it's not all these mothers making these old rough-ass daughters. It's these dads, too. Because you didn't have a son, now you finna make a boy out your girl. Damn all that. Put in the girl stuff. And put her into etiquette classes if y'all don't teach them. If you're a single dad, put your daughter in etiquette classes to teach her to be feminine and demure and sweet. Teach her how to walk. Teach her. A lot of the guys, so they're very masculine, very macho. Some of them soften up for their little babies, but they can't teach the girl to be that lady. Because one thing about these dads, what they do is they get so busy trying to prevent her coochie leaving the house. And I don't want her to mess with no boys until she's 30. That's dads. But you have to realize, daughters have sexuality too, dads, and your job is to socialize them appropriately. It's okay for them to go out on dates at 15, 16, as long as you're there and you teach them all the way up there and just tell them the truth. Tell them to respect themselves. Don't be a whore. And nobody wants to marry or date a whore, but we'll knock down all kinds of hoes. You hear me? That's what men do. We ain't gonna stop being men because you stop being a lady. That's just part of it. And so I just want to share that with y'all. I'm not gonna hold y'all any longer. I appreciate you coming, but I just had to throw shout outs to Ice Cube for his contract with Black America and acknowledge all the hate that he's getting just because he didn't go through the liberal route. He didn't go through what Negroes think he should go through that route. You ain't go to the Congressional Black Caucus. Well, people say, you've been to Urban League, you've been NAACP. Obviously, their platform wasn't good enough, or it wasn't interesting enough, or they kissed ass all this time. They don't take them seriously. But Ice Cube, as a newcomer, used his celebrity platform to get the voices of the people out there. If we can get more celebrities to do that, that's how you get a movement. But when they're famous like that, in this society of this famous Hollywood stuff, they can't do it. But let me show something else to y'all real quick. Don't go anywhere. Hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. I'm not done. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. Come back. Come back. Come back. Don't go anywhere. Come back, y'all. Okay. There's something else that just came to my mind. Isn't it interesting that, they are talking about unified, we need to come together. We got mad at Joe Biden for saying that black people were not as diverse as Latinos. But we are diverse people, blah, 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 blah. All the complaints came. But I saw this Facebook page of a local person here in the city, in Dallas-Fort Worth. And she went out and voted. Now, everybody's early voting. They're saying, oh, I went out and voted. And so she said she's with her little girl in her car, in the car seat, about 3 years old or something. He said, yeah, we went out and voted today. And she said, sweetie, or no, I ain't call her name. Who we vote for? And the little precious little baby said, Biden, yay! Or the mom. And all the comments are like, yes, girl, yeah, oh, she's so cute, all this. I said, isn't that interesting? Now, had that been a same black mom with the same little 3-year-old little girl and said, hey, we went out and voted today. Yeah, who we vote for, baby? Trump. I wonder if they would got the same reception. So now I'm hitting to the hypocrisy of the black community. You got mad when the white man said that we weren't diverse, that the Latinos were a diverse group. Now if someone there expresses that they're diverse, meaning just because I'm black, I ain't got to vote Democrat. Just because I'm black, I can vote for Trump, I can vote for Kanye, I can vote for whoever I want to. They get ran through the ringer. They get all kinds of stupid. They're dumb. I can't believe you're gonna vote for him, but they both. I'm telling you, this shit is crazy. That's why I'm so glad black men are thinking for themselves. Because it's this matriarch, democratic, liberal, feminist bullshit. Now, it's okay for us to be diverse, but you vote for who we want you to vote for. That's the shit that be tripping me out. So, and by the way, to you black folks out there, y'all spread this around for me. I know there's a whole lot of folks who are not voting Democrat or not voting at all. Because you can't tell grown people what to do. Some people might have said, well, I may vote for Biden, but then you read posts that say you better vote for Biden because you black. Our ancestors died. All that shit, they probably got turned off and say, you know what, I ain't gonna vote for nobody. And then you come around and say, well, you don't vote for nobody, that's just a vote for Trump. Somebody need to tell me, how in the hell did this hate for Trump come? Cause I've been watching stuff and reading stuff for years, and I don't think I can come up with the only reason black people mad at Trump is because white folks told them to be. Because white people didn't have no complaints about Trump before he's president. And in our local elections, whenever somebody says, I'm not a Washington politician, I run on my own terms, I'm not with the in crowd of politicians, we cheer them. Trump came in and used his own money and all that all of a sudden now, and he ain't doing nothing what those Republicans want him to do, so they mad at him. They call them never Trumper Republicans. I said, there's something to that. Even his own party members are saying, fuck, we ain't fucking with him. There's something to that. And it's not, I don't think it's on him. It's something being shown to us that a lot of us aren't paying attention to. That shit is a game. It's been a game. But he's exposing that game. Now, even our own Republican nominee, y'all saying out loud, I'm a never Trumper. I'm never going to vote for him. But you're a Republican like him. So you're going to publicly denounce your own party guy. They'll let y'all know something else. Maybe Trump is not really a Republican, nor a Democrat. He probably one of those cats like, look, I see this shit fucked up. We're going to do it our own way. And then, these shouts of racism. That has just been, I've been bending over and grabbing my stomach laughing at this shit. I'm not here to say that he's not, but who are you to say that he's a racist and Biden and any other white man's been president or vice president is not racist? And I'll say, black people, if y'all want a copy of my black book list, hit me on my messenger or send me an email to ricoinnorthmemphis@hotmail.com. ricoinnorthmemphis@hotmail.com. Rico, RICOIN, that's Rico in North, NORTH, Memphis, MEMPHIS, at hotmail.com. I'll send you a copy of my black book list, and please start reading, or just look up some Dr. Claude Anderson videos. Start with this one called Inappropriate Behavior, Dr. Claude Anderson. Check that one out, then go to Exceptional People by Dr. Claude Anderson. And then if you want to get a little deeper, go find some Dr. Amos Wilson. And as always, Dr. Frances Cress Wilson and Neely Fuller. There's plenty of information out there. So we don't have to be this slow. Here we are. We don't even become suspicious when we hear other white folks call other white folks, these are racist. Well, what do you mean? Just like a Democrat calling a Democrat, you're a Democrat. And it's funny when I hear white people call another white person a racist. Well, he might be a racist, but you white just like him. That means you benefit from the same thing that racist white person is benefiting from, your whiteness. So black people, grow up, please. Stop making me out to be the bad guy because I say these things that other people just be thinking but they don't have the nerve to say it out loud. Damn. Y'all know that's that shit that causes my depression to flare up. It's like, man, I know we can't be this slow. We had all these scholars, all these people over the past 100 years to teach us. We still acting brand new, like we never heard of a library. We've never heard of an article from a journal. Like we never heard of anything. And that's the shit that aggravates me. And I do love our people more than anybody, but I'm not going to sit here and not point out that we kind of slow. A lot of us in our community are kind of slow. But anyway, Tony Davis, what's up, my man? Rita, and I wish I could see y'all. If you want to come in and say something, I'll bring you in real quick. But I probably won't be able to hear you because of this damn wind. I know it's at lunch, so I thank y'all now. Okay, Tony Davis, let's vibe, man. I'll be available. See what time is it when my walk is over. Right around 2 o'clock. I'm gonna chop it up. I don't know what time it is now, but if you want to chop it up, man, get at me. For those of you who hung around with me during your lunch hour, I appreciate it. Fool with me on that Cash App, $ Black Man Mojo, PayPal, Rico Rivers, Rivers, and the book is still out there for sale. If whoever has not bought it yet, it's called The Greatest Pain I Ever Felt. Conversation with my absent biological father who never wanted to be found. So it's only $10. Hit me on the Cash App, $ Black Man Mojo. If you decide to do that, please send me an email address so I can email you your copy of the PDF or the ebook. So let me get my run on. I thank y'all so much as always. Be cool until the next time I share an opinion. Peace, y'all. Hold on, let me pull these up here so I can do it correctly. Bye, y'all.